If you're a creative person, a writer, a musician, an artist, you probably know the feeling. Artificial intelligence, it can feel like this huge, scary monster knocking at the door, threatening to make everything we do, well, obsolete. But is that really what's going on here? Let's dig in.
I mean, this is the big question, isn't it? The one that probably keeps some of us up at night. Is this it? Is this the final curtain for human artists? In a world filled with these incredibly smart machines, is there even any space left for our creativity? To get to the bottom of this, we've got to look a little closer. And look, the power of AI is just undeniable. You can literally type, "Give me a serene landscape that looks like it's straight out of a Studio Ghibli film," or "I need a slick car ad with a Pixar vibe," and bam, you've got it, in seconds. The speed, the versatility, it's absolutely staggering. And it's not just pictures, right? It's hitting the music world too. We are now hearing brand new songs sung in the unmistakable voice of legends like Mahad Rafi, decades after he passed away. The tech can just analyze a voice, break it down, and then replicate it. It's kind of chilling how accurate it is. It goes even deeper than that, right into the very soul of storytelling. We're talking about AI that can write entire screenplays, it can craft character arcs, and it can generate pages and pages of dialogue. So you look at all of this, AI mastering art, music, writing, and it's really easy to think, well, that's it. Game over, we lost. But what if we're looking at this all wrong? What if we're not even asking the right question? Okay, so to really get a handle on the challenge AI poses, we need to do something a little uncomfortable. We need to turn the spotlight back on ourselves and question one of our most treasured ideas, the myth of originality. I mean, can any of us honestly say we create something from absolute nothing? Think about the philosopher Jiddu Krishnamurti. He had this radical idea that our thoughts aren't really our thoughts. He argued that from the moment we're born, our minds are conditioned by our family, our culture, our education. So if everything we think is really just a product of everything we've already learned, well then can any idea truly be 100% original? And he wasn't alone in thinking this. The legendary Mark Twain put it even more bluntly. He just flat out said it's impossible to have a new idea. So if that's true, what on earth did he think we were all doing when we create things? Well, he came up with this brilliant analogy called the mental kaleidoscope. Imagine your mind is filled with little colorful pieces of glass. Those are all the old ideas you've gathered throughout your life. He said the creative process is just shaking that kaleidoscope. The pieces rearrange into new, fascinating patterns. But, and this is the key, the pieces of glass themselves never change. We're just creating new combinations of old ideas. Now, this whole kaleidoscope idea is where things get really, really interesting, because it doesn't just apply to humans, it applies to AI too. Let's actually compare how they both learn to create art. You might be surprised at just how similar the process really is. All right, so take a look at this. A human artist goes to art school. What happens there? They're fed a massive data set of information, studying everyone from Van Gogh to Satyajit Ray. Now, on the other side, an AI model is fed a large data set, analyzing styles from Ghibli to Tagore. You see the parallel? But here's the kicker. When the human does it, we call it inspiration. When the AI does the exact same thing, we call it imitation. This is what I like to call the "my dog is precious" problem. You know the feeling, someone else's dog is just a dog. But my dog? Oh, my dog is a special, one-of-a-kind genius. It's a classic double standard. When a human combines existing styles, we think it's a noble act of inspiration. But when a machine does it, we call it soulless copying or even plagiarism. And let's be honest with ourselves. We see this inspiration everywhere in human art, and sometimes it crosses right over the line into straight-up copying. Just think about Bollywood. Gajini was basically a remake of Memento. Bozzy was heavily inspired by Die Hard. And how many beloved hit songs were directly lifted from other tracks? So the point is, this process of remixing old ideas is not new. It's as old as art itself. So if both humans and AI are just shaking the same kaleidoscope, then what is the real conflict here? This brings us to the most important part of this whole discussion. The battle we think we're fighting, it's not the real one. Let's just be crystal clear about this. The existential threat to creativity is not AI versus the human artist. The real struggle, the one that's been brewing for decades, is between giant corporations trying to maximize profit and individual artists trying to create something meaningful. AI is just the newest and most powerful tool in that long fight.
To get this, we have to talk about something called factory-made art. It's art designed like a product on an assembly line. It's formulaic, it's repetitive, and it's standardized to appeal to the biggest possible audience. Think about those endless TV serials with the same plot lines, or movie sequels that just rehash the original. The goal isn't art, it's a predictable, profitable product, just like a McDonald's burger.
So, who's most at risk in this new world? It's not the visionary director with a unique voice. Nope. It's the writer who's being asked to just churn out formulaic scripts. It's the editor doing repetitive, mechanical tasks all day. It's the background extras who can now just be digitally created. Essentially, if your job has been turned into a predictable, repeatable cog in a big corporate machine, that's where the risk is. But hey, this is not a story of doom and gloom. Not at all. Because in this new landscape, the truly creative individual has a superpower. It's something that makes them absolutely irreplaceable. And this is how artists can start building a new future.
So here it is, the one thing AI can process endless data about but can never, ever actually have. Personal, lived experience. An AI can read every book ever written about love, but it can't fall in love. It can analyze every film ever made about loss, but it can't feel grief. This is the human advantage. The filmmaker Jim Jarmusch put it perfectly. He said artists should steal from everywhere, movies, books, dreams, you name it. But the key, he said, is to only steal things that speak directly to your soul. You filter all those influences through your own unique life experience, and what comes out isn't a copy. It's something authentic. It's something that is truly yours. So we really need to reframe how we see this. AI isn't some rival artist coming to take your job. It is a tool. It's no different than a calculator replacing an abacus or a digital tablet replacing a canvas and paintbrush. It's an incredibly powerful new instrument that can be used to serve a unique human vision. And this tool is a massive game changer, not for the corporations, but for the individual. Suddenly, you can write a children's book and use AI to create amazing illustrations you could never have afforded before. You can shoot a short film and use AI to compose a professional score. A single person can now create entire animated films, a job that used to require huge teams and huge budgets. AI is leveling the playing field, empowering individual artists to actually compete with the giants. So we end up back where we began, but with a whole new perspective. The real battle isn't about whether a machine can make art, it's about what kind of art we value. In a world that's about to be flooded with factory-made content, the most valuable thing of all is going to be the one thing that comes only from a messy, unpredictable human experience: authenticity. And that just might be the one thing AI can never truly replicate. What do you think?